Hi, I'm Trina. That's our baby girl Emmy, our dog Butter, and that's my better half Justin. Good food always brings friends and family together, no matter the occasion. So join me in my kitchen. Together, let's create something simple, healthy, and delicious food for our family, one dish at a time. Remember, if it looks good, smells good, and feels good, it's gonna taste good, as long as it's made with love. Since my mom is from Hue, we eat a lot of spicy food in our household. One of my favorite dish I remember her making was gasao, and the direct translation is lemongrass and chili chicken. When you're young, you don't mind eating a lot of carbs, and I remember going home from school hungry, being able to eat this like 2 or 3 bowls of steamed rice. The balance of the sweet and savory of the sauce in the chicken and the spiciness of the chili and the fragrance of the lemongrass, it's really, to me, when I was young, was like a heaven in a bowl. And so let's just save this dish for your cheat day. Because I know you can't just eat one bowl of rice. You're gonna eat probably 2 or 3 like me. But if you're on, when we're a little bit on health conscious, you can eat this over a bed of cucumber salad or any other salad that you have in the fridge. So let's get started on this recipe so you too can enjoy this yumminess comfort food. So for this dish, you're gonna need about a pound of chicken thigh. I prefer chicken thigh over chicken breast because you're gonna braise it quite some time, from like 20 minutes to 30 minutes. So you want the chicken thigh, so once it's cooked down, it'll be tender and it won't dry out. Here I have about a pound of chicken thigh deboned, but if you like it with bone in, that's delicious as well. You can use drumsticks, you can use wings, just whatever that you prefer. I just prefer not chicken breast because it gets easily dried out. Here we have, of course, we're gonna have to have lemongrass because it's called lemongrass chicken. And here we have fresh lemongrass, but if you don't have fresh lemongrass, it's fine to use frozen lemongrass, that's fine too. It's just with fresh lemongrass, you have more of that fragrance that we're looking for. And here again, my favorite, over the onions, the shallots, and some chopped garlic that I already chopped from the night before. And then here, of course, we have fresh chili. For serving, I have cucumber and tomatoes, and for garnishes, I have coriander, or you can call it cilantro. And here is some coconut juice. So let's get started. So here I'm gonna chop up some fresh lemongrass, and we're just gonna use this part, the white part, because this green part is very fibrous and it's really bitter if you cook with it. So I can just use this part right here. So for this recipe, we're only going to need about 2 tablespoons of lemongrass. So it's about 1 stalk. But if you like more lemongrass, flavor, then you can use more. So when you're cutting, try to cup your fingers like this so you don't cut your fingers. And then when you hold your knife, this is one of the tips that I was taught, to hold it very firmly like this. So you have a good grip on the knife and you won't cut your fingers. So I think that's a pretty good amount, and then I'm gonna chop it finely. So I think this is pretty good right here. I'm gonna put it in this bowl. And then next up, we're gonna cut some of the shallots. For this recipe, you're only probably gonna need 1 of this large Thai chili, but if you like spicier food, then go ahead and use 2. But if you're on a mild side, just use 1, but de-seed. That would help the spiciness, okay? So next, with the chicken, we're gonna cut it into bite size. Okay. Usually chicken thighs come with the skin, but this one I got lucky and I was able to find it skin off and deboned, just to save time and health conscious, because with the skin it has a lot of fat. So we're trying to cut some of the fattiness off, since we are eating a lot of carbs with this dish already. So here you can see everything cut about bite size, 1 inch cube, and we're gonna go ahead and marinate. So for this recipe, we're gonna need 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of fish sauce. I like to use this brand, Vietnamese, but if you don't have this, you can use other brands too. Okay. And then you're gonna need half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of cornstarch, and fresh cracked peppers. And then we're going to use half of the chopped garlic, and half of the chili, and half of the lemongrass, and the rest we're going to save it for later. Now we're going to mix everything in. I prefer marinating the chicken overnight so the marination can soak in the chicken for more depth of flavor. But if you don't have the time, 30 minutes should be fine. Now we're going to cover this saran wrap and put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes, because you don't want the smell of raw chicken to stink up your fridge. So we're going to add a little bit of oil into the pan. So once the pan is hot, we're gonna go ahead and put all the other ingredients that we chopped up earlier, the lemongrass, the garlic, and the shallots in, and we're gonna stir fry until it's golden brown. One way to check if your oil is hot or not is to put your chopstick in, and you can see that little bubbles right there. That means your pan is ready to go. I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit because I don't want it to burn the garlic. Ooh, be careful. Okay, I'm gonna add in the shallots. And then I'm gonna add in the garlic at the end. Garlic cooks really fast, and if it's overcooked, it gets bitter. So I'm gonna add in that last. So now it's ready. The pan is really hot, and all this is very fragrant already. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the chicken. So now I'm gonna flip the chicken over slightly. And I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit. Oh, I wish you can smell this. The trio, the garlic, the shallots, the chili. Oh my goodness. It's smelling good already, and it's not even done yet. So once you see the chicken brown like this, lower the heat, and then I'm gonna add in the coconut water. So I'm gonna lower the heat down and let it simmer for about 10 minutes with the lid on. So while we're waiting for the chicken to simmer, I'm gonna go ahead and cut some cucumbers and tomatoes for our garnishes. I just think it's really good pairing with the chicken because the freshness of the cucumber and tomatoes will cut down the spiciness of the chicken, and it's healthy, so you don't feel as bad for eating so much steamed rice with the chicken. So after 10 minutes, we're gonna open the lid and check to see how our chicken's doing. As you can see, our sauce is thickened and there's a light glaze on our chicken. We're gonna go ahead and cook another 10 minutes so it'll be even more yummy. My mouth is watering already. I can't wait to eat this with a bowl of steamed rice. Look at all that sauce. This is what I would call, let me think, liquid gold, maybe? Now I'm gonna turn on the heat a little higher. Stir it for a little bit. And then we're ready to plate. Doesn't it make you want to eat? Because it does for me right now. I can't wait. Make sure the rice is cooking because you don't want to have this finished already and just to know that your rice is not even done yet. Make sure. And I'm gonna top it with some fresh cilantro. I got my rice and I'm ready to dig in. You don't know how long I've been waiting for this. It's been a while since I ate rice because I'm trying to lose weight, and so this is a guilty pleasure for this new mom. First, some rice. Look at the caramelization on this chicken. Right here, you see that? The perfect bite. I'm gonna get a little chicken, some cilantro, a piece of tomatoes, and some cucumber. It's so good. The chicken is tender and moist. Like I said earlier, it's sweet and savory and spicy, and the lemongrass, so good. Can't wait for you guys to try this. See you next time. No, that don't sound right. For the rest, no, let's do it. Let's see. Oh my goodness.
Bloopers. Look.
All we need now is a bowl of steamed rice. Wait for me, I'll be right back. Where's the steamed rice? No, let's say it again. No. Don't mind having fresh ones, then yeah. Cut all that out. Cut all that out. Okay.
You want to do it from the top?
Huh? No, I think that's good. Just use what I had said earlier and then cut with this one.